Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So today I'm by myself. My oldest son Nathan, who's usually with me, was not able to come today because he's feeling a little bit under the weather. He's got some kind of a funk that's going around his house. And so he wasn't able to come and share this with me. So I wanted to just kind of give you my thoughts real quick about a fairly new blend that is out by Missouri Meerschaum, and it's called Drawdown. Drawdown is in their elite line of tobaccos. It is in English. It contains Cavendish, Latakia, Perique, and Virginia. There's no flavorings added. They say that it's a ribbon cut, but if you were to look at this, you would probably agree with me that this is probably like a ready rub. It's kind of ribbony, but it does have some bigger chunks of ready rub in there. So I kind of, it's a cross between the two is what I think. It comes in 2-ounce tins. It's available everywhere that you can buy Missouri Meerschaum products. The strength on this one, it says that it's a medium to strong. I'm going to leave it right in the moderate to medium category. It's not a strong English blend. The room note is really nice, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And the taste is probably about a medium on this one as well. So let's talk about this one. Well, first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about the tin note. And the tin note, surprisingly enough, I mean, when you look at this, there are not a lot of dark tobaccos in here. A lot of tan and browns. And when you think of an English blend, you think of all this Latakia, you think of dark, rich kind of tobaccos, especially in the color. But that doesn't come across here. This is a lighter color English. So smoking this, I thought to myself, this is probably not going to be a very strong Latakia blend. And by the tin note, that's correct. I get, you know, the Latakia is present. And you do get that earthy, woody, smoky, musty, leathery kind of smell from it. But it's very undertoned. It's not really strong at all. And I get a little bit of a sour sweetness from this. I mean, I know that's a oxymoron, but I get that soury sweetness from this. There's a slight tanginess and maybe a light spice in this as well. Definitely get the vegetation and some floralness from it. The Perique gives it a nice light little dark fruit background to it as well. It's really a nice tin note. It's not strong, it's not pungent, it's pretty welcoming. I like this tin note quite a bit. Let's talk about the flavor. Well, a couple of things. I've smoked this in a dozen different types of pipes. Cobbs, Meerschaums, smaller bowled pipes, large bowled pipes, and what I've found is that I really like this in a large bowled briar like this that can really absorb the heat and give you an opportunity to really kind of taste the tobaccos on this. And right off the bat, in my wheelhouse, as far as Englishes go, this is not a strong English. This is probably a moderate English. I would say an all-day, everyday type of English smoke. This would be a perfect English for those of you that are not big English smokers, but you want to kind of try something a little different. I wish I would have gotten this sooner because I probably would have smoked this all summer long. That's for English lovers. That's kind of how light this is. You can smoke it no matter what the temperature is or whatever the condition is. It gets a little bit of a spice, especially as you're going down towards the bottom of the bowl. But it's got a beautiful sweetness to it that obviously are coming from the Virginias and the Cavendish in here. It's floral. It's kind of a light, mild sourness. You get that campfire flavor from the Latakia that really doesn't linger a long time. It's just kind of floating in there. The Virginias in this one are excellent. Using some bright Virginias to kind of give it some of that tangy citrus flavor, some grassiness and breadiness, a little bit of floralness taste in there. I get a touch of acidity, a little bit of light lemon taste in here, some sugary sweetness from the Cavendish. It's really, really nice. And then from the Latakias, you know, just a slight earthy smokiness, little bit of that leathery kind of hint to it. There's a little bit of mustiness, a little bit of a light spice. But what's really playing well in this blend is the Perique, which is not overbearing. It's just barely there to kind of enhance the smoke, which gives it a little bit of that dark fruit like figs, kind of a slight mesquite tone to it. It's really interesting flavor. I've smoked this more than a dozen times. And what I like a lot about this particular English, sometimes I will set my pipe down and walk away from it, and then 5 minutes later come back to it and have to relight. And sometimes the Englishes that I smoke, when you relight it, it's bitter. It doesn't have the same flavor that it did when you first lit it and started smoking it. This one doesn't do that. This one tastes just like what it did when I first lit it. So I could lay it down, come back to it later, and I'm still going to enjoy the flavors that I got when I first lit it with my charring light. Like I said, I really find that in larger pipes, the bowl on this pipe is not necessarily large, but there's a lot of mass around this. This pipe was made for me by Jason Patrick, who, if you have not followed his work, you need to get on Instagram and follow Jason Patrick Pipes. He's really just a superb carver, and this has been one of my really favorite pipes this summer, and I just smoke Englishes from it. Just lends itself to really bringing out those English flavors that I enjoy. Okay, as far as the room note goes on this, you know, I think most people would say that it's tolerable. I like that mustiness from an English, and that kind of soured sweetness that hangs in the air from an English. And so I find it very pleasant, but most people would find it tolerable. The moisture level on this is actually a touch dry. It's ready to go straight out of the tin. You're not going to need to dry this at all. It's really, really perfect to smoke right now. The ribbon cut on this is a very thick, wide ribbon cut. And like I said, even some pieces even look like ready rubbed. And the burn ratio on this is pretty slow. It does not burn fast at all. So you're going to get a nice slow smoke from this with nice enjoyment. The nicotine content on this is about a medium. It's not real strong. I don't notice any kind of real strong hit from this. So the nicotine is about medium. A couple of things about this blend. It's produced by Cornell and Diehl. There's no bite or no harshness at all. It's pretty rich flavors coming through. It's got a little bit of a zest. It burns nice and cool and clean at a pretty slow pace. The aftertaste on this is very pleasant. Um, because of the size of the cut, it burns slow, so it may need some more relights, more than normal, but that's not a problem. Doesn't leave any dampness in the bowl. To me, it's an all-day smoke. To some that are not used to Englishes, maybe this might be just a great change of pace smoke for you guys, especially with the fall coming up. I think you might really enjoy this one. This particular blend celebrates Henry Tibby's finalization of Washington, Missouri's first wind-powered plumbing system in 1887, an event that provided the Tibbys and their neighbors with indoor running water. So that's kind of the name Drawdown kind of refers to that. This, like I said, this comes in 2-ounce tins. It's about $13.50 per tin, breaks down to about $7.20 per ounce. This is the third of a line of 3 tobaccos that Missouri Meerschaum just put out this summer. And we've done reviews on all 3 of them. And I really enjoyed all of them. I smoked the other day the Party Line, which is their aromatic with the Scotch in it. And it has changed a little bit since I tried it, about a month or so ago. But it was really, really nice. The Luminaire is a great, if you want to call it a Virginia Oriental. It's got some Perique in it as well. It's a great everyday smoke. And this one, gosh, I've been pleasantly surprised with this one. And I'm pretty picky about my English blends. And this is one that I wish I had earlier in the summer. Because like I said, I think I'd smoke this all the time. This could be an all-day smoke for me. Really, really good. Been enjoying this quite a lot. Don't forget, next week, guys, we are going to do our tobacco tasters with Watch City's Rhythm and Blues. That was a tobacco that was put out, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And hopefully you got yours. I bought 2 ounces of it. And we're going to do that as our tobacco tasters. I just picked up some other tobaccos that we're going to be trying too. I got some Peterson Navy Flake that we're going to talk about. I also got some Dan Tobacco's Hamburger Veermaster, which is a straight Virginia Flake, which is something I don't normally smoke. But the guys in my virtual club, the International Pipe Smokers Lounge, told me that I needed to try that one. So I bought a tin of it to see how it goes. So those things are coming up here pretty quick. You've got pipe shows coming up. The Las Vegas International Pipe Show is going to be October the 13th in Vegas. And then right after that, you've got the Texas Pipe Show, which is November the 11th. So still some opportunities to go and look at different pipes and tobaccos and have a smoke with some people that you haven't seen in a while and make some new friends. That's what I really enjoy about all these pipe shows. So, yeah, I'll be looking forward for those things. Send me some things that you want me to review for you guys. Let us know if you've got any suggestions on any other things that you'd like us to pursue. We want to make sure that we're providing content for you guys that you enjoy and that is personable for the things that you want. So anyway, that's what's coming up, and looks like it's going to be a nice, cool fall. Already, we're fixing to go out to the deer lease and start getting it ready for the winter deer season. I'm really excited about that. Bring all my tobaccos and pipes out there and enjoy them out there in the nice, crisp weather. And hopefully Nathan will be here next week to share his thoughts with our Tobacco Tasters episode. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you have a great week, and don't forget, make all your piping moments count. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.